The other classes, because we have been speaking a lot about posture. So for Paolo, you don't know me, like I'm a physiotherapist, so I really like to make classes or like to teach stuff that are like good for the long-term health, not just, we train and we go home and that's it, no? So on Monday, we worked a lot on the foot alignment to understand how the foot should be standing. And knowing that also like having a good structured foot, especially now there is this guy working in the restaurant here now, his girlfriend came a month ago because of an old foot injury, and she had like back pain, neck, like everything was like very bad because the foot was not working correctly. So I really like in my work to take a lot of time, like it doesn't matter what patient comes for what, I always dedicate at least one session to just working on the foot, to relearn how the foot is supposed to stay. So we're gonna start today standing, and we're gonna go through again the foot of Janda, and I will explain you what that is. So you can come at the beginning of the mat, and we just start by closing the eyes. Actually, let's make a little jump, and as you fall, you don't modify anything. This is how you are normally standing when you don't think about how you are standing. And we're going to start from here. You can begin by breathing very deeply, connecting to the breath before we do anything with movement. And I always like to imagine that we breathe from the base of the spine, or in this case, from the feet, all the way upwards, bringing the air till above the head. And then exhaling from the top of the head all the way downwards, releasing tension, confusion, analysis, whatever we don't need here. And as I explain what the foot of Janda is, you can keep practicing this type of breath, inhaling from down up and exhaling from up to down. So Janda was a physiotherapist that dedicated all of his life to the study of the foot. He was very convinced that healing the foot, as I just said, is like a very good way of healing the rest of the body structures. Welcome, Britt and Jimena. So before we do anything, and I'm going to guide the short foot of Janda, it's called, as we go along, I want you to become aware of the way you are standing. So observe if there is any tension in the legs, in the knees, in the lower back, in the belly. And try to use the exhale to release that tension through the feet. Maybe slightly bending the knees, dropping the tailbone to the floor. Observe if your jaw is contracted, if your forehead and face are relaxed or with tension, and try to release that before we start anything else. From there then, we're going to focus on our feet. Can you feel if you have the same amount of weight right and left? And if not, can you balance that out? This is the first step of the foot of Janda. Finding the same amount of weight between right and left leg. Observing which part of the foot you are engaging in order to balance out the weight. But always making sure that you don't create extra tension in any other place of the body. Maybe you feel that you need to move now the feet a little bit, outer rotating them more, or maybe moving with the heel right and left, just to find that you have same balance, same weight right and left. You're gonna then check, do you have more weight in the forefoot or in the back foot, in the heel? And if yes, can you balance that out, having the same amount of foot in the forefoot and in the heel? And what happens in the body when you do that? Now we're going to check Do you have the same amount of weight in the big toe side, so in the inner arch of the foot, or in the pinky toe side, so in the little finger arch of the foot? And if yes, can you balance that out and observe what happens in your ankle as you do that? Maybe you feel you need to press the lateral side of the ankle more out, or the inner side of the ankle a bit more in order to find that balance. Stay present. It's also a very meditative practice to land into the space, connecting to the earth through the feet. We will lift all 10 toes up, possibly, while still keeping the same amount of weight in the whole of the feet. Then press down, if you can, only the big toe. Then press down, if you can, only the little toe. And once you feel that has been created, press the rest of the toes down. And you can have a look at your feet. If you did this right, you will see that the toes are a little spread. And it may take some time to get to the point where you feel like your toes are like, your feet look like a duck. Pressing all the 10 toes into the floor, feel what happens in the foot, feel what happens in the leg. Maybe you have more stability without having to engage the glutes too much or the knees too much. As we walk with shoes every day for all our life, we lose the usage of the toes. To come to the proper practice of the short foot of Janda now, you're going to paint with your imaginary eye a triangle on the sole of the foot. One point of the triangle is at the big toe joint. So that place where the big toe connects to the foot, a little below that, that's one point of the triangle. Second point is at the same height where the pinky toe joint is. So the arch of the foot has the horizontal part of the triangle. Feel it. The third point is on the heel. So you can feel these 3 points on your foot, on either foot. And you try again to balance out the weight of the 3 points equally. Use the toes as well. Start to really connect to the practice of having a strong foot on the earth. And the last step of this is now you want to imagine to bring the 3 points of the triangle into the middle foot, into the arch. So you're like squeezing the 2 points that are above and the point that is below to the center, and without using the toes. We are engaging these mini muscles that create the foot arch, that are the stabilizers of the ankle and the foot. So they are not completely voluntary muscles. It's hard to, like, they don't contract like another muscle of the body, but we can give a little stimulus, a little attention. As we keep training this little foot, short foot of Janda, we will feel that the arch of the foot becomes more stable, more pronounced. You can heal flat foot by doing the foot of Janda every day for a period of time, and all other postural issues. And if it feels difficult to imagine to bring the 3 points together at the center, imagine to have newspaper, very thin newspaper, under the foot, and you want to make some crumbles with that. And I'm gonna leave you at this for like a minute or two in silence, so you also come into meditation and you can see, is my mind able to concentrate? Am I wandering around asking, oh my God, when is this over? I wanna move. No, we come to the center, we come to the feet, we come to the earth. So keep working on that for a minute or two in your own rhythm, keeping the breath deep and regular. If you're doing it right, you may feel almost like tired in the sole of the foot. It's such mini muscle. So what is that sensation happening at the center of the foot? And keep traveling to the rest of the leg as well. What happens to the knees, to the calves, to the thigh? Can you relax the lower back as you relax the feeling of being into the foot? And keep breathing in from the feet to up, out from up to down. Just a little longer. As you stay with the foot, we are going to work on the rest of the body as well. If you find that you are really tense in the knees, just do a micro bend in the knee. And maybe swing slightly with the knees a couple of times. Travel up to your buttocks. You want to have a slight contraction of your glutes without squeezing too much. And then dropping the tailbone to the floor. So it's a posterior tilt of the pelvis. Observe as you do that how you are engaging more your abdominal muscles. And then travel up to the chest. You don't want to round the upper back. You want to actually keep the tailbone down, but breathing into the chest to open the chest more. The shoulders roll back. The neck becomes a little longer. The chin stays parallel to the floor. And this may feel quite stiff at the beginning, but it's actually a very healthy way of standing. And whenever you're ready, we can slowly open the eyes and come back to here. How do you feel? It's grounding. Yeah.
Just one side.
Just one side. Like we all have, because of being right-handed or left-handed, like we use one side of the body more. That's why stuff like yoga or weight training or this kind of stuff, we realign the body. This prevents from having like other conditions. So we repeated the foot of Janda that I did with these girls on Monday. We're going to talk today now and train the way we walk. So there is a very, very strong part of physiotherapy, which is gait training, and it teaches us how we are supposed to walk. And it's not just the feet, it's the whole leg. For example, a condition, Trendelenburg, is like when the adductors, these muscles are not strong enough, then we cannot keep the pelvis straight or stable when we walk, and so you will start to have like weird compensatory patterns. The arms need to swing, many things need to happen, no? It's not just the feet. So to try, before we correct anything, I want you to start walking around very slow and just observe what happens, and then we're gonna discuss and see. So you can go everywhere where you want, just have a little walk. Filmabas la práctica. Qué linda. So observe for yourself in your mind which part of the foot is touching the floor first. What happens in the leg when I do that? How is the other foot reacting when I do that? And you don't try to correct anything. This is just to become aware of the way you walk. Is there any stiffness in other parts of the body? Today we're doing proper physiotherapy. Next week we're gonna do back to normal shit. But okay, observe your belly. Ooh, observe your breath. And now let's say this is pace 3 of 10, right? You're going very slow. Keep walking, keep walking. This we do a lot in theater as well. And you don't have to walk all the time in a circle, like you can go anywhere. This is 3 of 10. We're now gonna go up to 5 of 10. So you're gonna go a little faster And you will observe what happens in your body when you walk a little faster. So before was 3, now we're at 5. In a moment we're gonna go up again. Very good, Rosie. And now you're gonna go up to 8, 8 of 10. So it's fast, it's much faster, sí. Como la velocidad va a ser 8 de 10. Empezamos con 3 de 10, ahora vamos a 8. Muy bien. Y ahora vamos, we're going to 1. Very slow. 1 of 10. Just a little longer. Yes. Britt, we are diagnosing you. Coordination station. And then back to 5, just a couple more rounds. 5 is overage. Yeah, you're not running anywhere, you're just walking around Pisac, not too comfortably. And you can slowly make your way back to your space. So, what happened when we went fast?
Perdí un poco la estabilidad.
Mm-hmm.
¿Perdiste o...?
Sí, un poco.
A mí me sentí más
¿Segura?
estable. Sí.
More stability when you go fast.
Yeah, shorter or more...
Up. Yeah.
Y mis dedos estaban más activos.
Okay. So you see how no, it's very different, no? Yeah. So when you went slow, you felt more. Okay. And you felt no, you almost fell down. Like 1, and Brit is like, what? Okay. So first of all, when we walk, the first thing that is the most important thing is we go down with the heel. It's called initial contact. When we do this, what happens is that the whole back chain gets activated. When you have certain type of conditions, some people, especially also when we jog, like I notice when I jog fast, I start with the front foot. This is not good for the foot. Like we should always aim to have a dorsiflexion of the foot. We're going to work on all the movements of the foot in a moment. Toes, when we go, this is the load of the foot. In this moment, the whole weight is on the foot. That's when the adductor, what I said before, need to stabilize. If they're not stable, we're going to knick. Yeah, so we're gonna need all these glutes, the side glutes and the tensor fasciae latae, another muscle. This is the swing phase of the other foot, and you will see that when the other heel comes down, initial contact, behind, we are pushing up. So we also need the front. Yeah? So it's, you can look in the internet, it's very interesting actually, it's 8 phases, so we're not gonna do that. What I wanted to talk about is the fact that like when people start to go either too fast or too slow, like for example, you were going fast and what happened is that it was like bam, 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 bam. What does that mean? It means there is no control in the muscles, that the muscles are dropping, no? Like really strong like that. And this shouldn't happen. Like we want to do it always, even when we walk fast, to be able to control the muscle, to be able to control the foot when we come down. And I say all these things because now we're gonna go out, and like when I started to train and work on this stuff, I started to work daily on my posture by doing anything. I'm in the queue waiting for buying an ice cream, or I'm walking to somewhere and I notice I'm agitated, and I try to train my body to not to give it to the body, because this constant bam, bam, bam is not healthy for the foot, it's not healthy for the back. When we go slower, what a lot of people do, they become very tense. We go slow and I'm like, my God, like, don't need that, no? Like we train the foot for stability, that we can be relaxed and just walk very slow. And this requires more balance, no? So just a couple of things to be aware for yourself when we do that. So when you go out today, try to think how you walk. As well, shoes. Walk without shoes as much as you can. Like here is a bit difficult because it's more cold. And flip-flops, for example, they are also not very healthy. Like if you walk with a shoe, it should be closed on the ankle. This way you can make the roll movement. We talked the other day about having boots that are very open, and then instead of doing like that, I was walking like that for many years, and this created all these like, huge stiffness in the ankle, right? Okay, so let's make a couple of sun salutations now, coming more into balance and making our way down after to work on the foot properly. And we're going to work a lot on balance today as well. So every standing posture that we're going to do today, have it that you think about the triangle. Yeah, well, if we do warrior two, if we do like a standing position, always think this point, and the heel, and then the toes spread apart, and you will see that you will have much more stability. So coming at the beginning of the mat, we're going to do a similar flow that we did on Monday to start and warm up. Inhale, bring the arms above your head, squeeze the glutes, look up. Exhale, landing down. Breathe, have the feet a little bit closer. Halfway lift, inhale. Press the hands on the shins, extend the back long, look forward. Exhale, hands down, right foot goes back. Bring the right foot to be long, and then the hands on your knee for this first variation. We can close the eyes here and start to engage the little foot of Janda on the left foot now, while at the same time pressing really strongly the right ankle into the floor, squeezing slightly also the right glute, and trying to open the hips while at the same time stretching the ankle. 5 more breaths here. First round we're gonna hold and then we're gonna flow more. And I told you to close the eyes. Why? Because the eyes are a very big part of balance. So when we close the eyes, the muscles and other parts of the body need to work a bit more. So observe what happens in you when you keep the eyes closed and try to find the center of balance. Next, inhale, bring the arms above the head. And then exhale, hands on the floor, left foot meets right. Let's stay in plank for 5 breaths. Why? Because we want to engage also the glutes, starting to work on the muscles that influence our walking pattern. So squeeze gently the glutes, make sure that the shoulders are above the wrists, slide round back in the upper back, long knees, and breathe here for another 5. Use your core, tuck your tailbone in for 3, 2, and 1. Deep inhale here, slowly exhale, come into your chaturanga, elbows close to the body, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, right foot comes between the hands. Yeah. Lower the left knee down. Just 1 breath. We're going to work on the left one and on the left. Inhale, look up. And exhale, hands on the floor. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Halfway lift, inhale, again, hands on the shins. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, all the way up again. Look up. Exhale, Samastiti here. Back to the foot of Janda. Every time we stand, feel your foot. Left side. Lampadario. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down. You know what's coming. Left foot goes back this time. Finding the alignment again. Bring the hands on the right knee this time and close your eyes. Working on the activation and stretching of the ankle. Working on the right foot. Engage the toes. Spread the toes apart of the right foot. Press the left ankle into the floor. Hips come forward. Stay here and breathe. Front knee stays facing forward. Just a couple of more breaths this time with the other leg. Inhale, bring the arms above your head. Exhale, hands down on the floor, right foot meets left. Again, we stay in plank for 5 long breaths. Squeeze the glutes together. Look behind also. Is your heel disappearing behind your foot? Can you align that? Can you push the floor away, having the strong elbows, and use your belly muscles to keep yourself upright? Same as we do with the toes, we do with the fingers. Spread the fingers of the hand apart and slightly grab the floor with the fingers for more stability in the wrist. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, left foot comes at the front of the mat. Try to make it soft. Yes, very good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right foot meets left, front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Beautiful. We go a bit faster now. Breath to movement, warming up. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower. Right leg goes back. Long right foot. Only one breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Plant the hands. Left foot goes back. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. Exhale, right foot comes at the front of the mat, slow and soft. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Meet the right foot with the left, come to the front of the body. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Always come back to the posture. Second side. Inhale up. We're halfway through now. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Left foot goes back. Lower the left knee down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right foot meets left. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Left foot at the front of the mat. Lower right knee down. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Right foot meets left. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way up. Find stability. Exhale, Samastiti here. Last round to warm up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Right foot goes back. We're gonna variate here. Inhale, one time come up. As you come down, curl your toes under, lift your right knee up, extend the front, the back, upper back is straight. We're gonna take a deep inhale here, and we're gonna see if we can slowly come to stand on the left. And we're gonna repeat this 5 times. So we go back, not passing through warrior 3, just the stability of the left foot. Inhale, exhale. So you will need a lot of grabbing of the left toes on the floor to do this. And it may go better and better as we go along. Very good. 3 more of these. Inhale. Why we use exhale as we do this? Because the abdominal muscles are exhaling muscles. So they give more stability. Back. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Yep. Back. Slow and concentrated. Feel what happens in your left foot. Deep inhale, exhale, last time come up. Stay up this time. We're gonna bring the right foot on the left knee, and just one time, another balancing posture. Figure 4. 5 breaths. If we fall, it doesn't matter. We come back to stability. What I want you to focus here is not a balancing class, it's a foot training class. So we want to really, really see what is happening in the left foot. Can we spread the toes a bit more? Can we use the foot of Janda, the triangle? You can see each and every ankle of your ankles like everting, right and left, because the foot is working so much for the stability. Help it by squeezing the hands a little bit more strongly so that also the abs are more engaged. Last 3 breaths here. Inhale, we come back up, and we go behind. Beautiful. Let's bring the right knee down, leaving the right hand where it is. We're just gonna stretch and relax a little bit, releasing a little bit of weight from the left foot now. We just stay in a twist, and feel free to stay here if this is enough for you to relax and remove a bit of weight from the left foot. If you want to have a little back bend, you can bend the right knee, grab the right foot, and also open the right quadriceps. 5 long breaths here. Inhale for 1. And 2. So all of us, we have now more the weight on the pinky toe. Have the weight more inside. Keep staying. Push away with the right hand. More weight inside. Yes, these are exactly the postures where you can work on understanding the weight distribution in the foot. If you had the right leg, release it. Come back to center. Lift the right knee up and join the right foot with the left. 5 breaths in plank, building strength and awareness. You can make some circles with the upper body to also trigger shoulder stability. Stay present. Change direction if you were doing the circles. Just 3 more here. Keep using the glutes and the pelvic floor for stabilization. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths in down dog. Starting to work also on the dorsiflexion of the foot. So maybe pedal your feet a little bit. Trying to bring the heel a little closer to the floor. Breathing in your down dog. I found out I still can't bring the heels to touch the floor in down dog. I always thought it's a hamstring problem, and I was training so much the flexibility of the hamstrings. No, it's the ankle. It's the Dr. Martens, these big boots that I was wearing for so long. Just 2 more. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Just 1 movement. Left knee down, inhale up. Exhale, hands on the floor. Join the right foot with the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Preparing the left side. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Left foot this time goes behind. So you know what's coming. Try to already gather the connection with the right foot using your toes, using the alignment. curling the left toes under, lifting the left knee up. And just as we did before, inhale and exhale, help yourself to come all the way up. Adjust. Inhale, we go back behind. Beautiful, slow and steady. Inhale, exhale. Inhale back. And always come back to straight upper body, yeah? Exhale. Beautiful. Keep going. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you come up. It's also a abdominal muscles training, this one, yeah? So use your abs. Make the last one. Come up. And then here, gather the hands in front of the chest. Figure 4, this time on the other foot. And observe again. Yeah. The more you press the hands. Okay, you have a wrist? Yeah. Okay, cool. Then you can do this. Martial arts. Yeah. Very good. Try to open the left knee a bit more and really focus on your roots of your right foot now. Just 5 more breaths here. Stay in the figure 4. Engage the toes. Retrain the ankle. Find a drishti, a focal point. Last breath here. Slowly release. Inhale, come behind again. Beautiful. Let's bring the left knee down, plant the left hand, and a little twist. And again, observe that your right foot now is not knicking to the right side. If you had grabbed hold of the foot behind on the other side, do the same here. We always work with alignment, with symmetry. But focus for today is not on opening, stretching, or flexing, is on the soles of the foot. What happens to the foot when my foot is down on the floor? Yes, very good. Stay there. Press the floor away with the left hand. Grab the floor with the toes and fingers. Breathe. Shoulder blades squeeze together behind. Open the right shoulder a bit more. 5 breaths. Knee in. Yes. Release the foot if you were holding it. Come back to the center. Lift the left knee up. Join the left leg with the right. Plank. We're gonna do 20 times tapping the knees. Tap right, tap left, and keep the upper body stable. Strength training. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, almost there, 13, keep it going, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, back to plank, inhale, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Staying here for some breaths. Why did we just do that crazy tapping of the knees? It's because we want to work the leg muscles as well. We're using the quadriceps to extend the knee. We're using the calf as well and the hamstrings to bend and the core to stabilize. Use these moments to wind down. Deep inhale. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Lower the right knee down. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Bring the right leg to meet the left. This was the last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling, come all the way up. And exhale. Hands in front of the chest, close the eyes. Let's breathe for a moment. Breathe not to wander around, but to make another inner check-in with ourselves. How are my feet right now? How is my posture? Slowly coming at the front of the mat, we will proceed with some more balancing postures. Starting a variation of Sun B. Take a deep inhale, hands in front of the chest. Exhale, bend the knees, graze the floor with the top of the fingers. Inhale, we come into chair, and then from chair, we're gonna lift our heels up. Staying here with the heels lifted. So what do we have to do here? Squeezing the ankles together, the knees together, the thighs together, and then working on having the same amount of weight between the pinky toe and the big toe joint. So the front arch is ideally with the same amount of weight, and is a very good position to check, is the front arch of my foot working equally? Just a couple more breaths here. Remember that the more you squeeze, if the arms get tired, you can also have the hands in front of the chest. Last breath. And then we're gonna bring the heels down, staying in chair. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring the right elbow below. You can look down again. Balancing posture as we lift the right leg and come into a twisted lunge. So we're gonna bring the right foot behind. Beautiful. Right foot lifts. Yeah, very good. On the top of the right toes, here for 5 breaths. Again, let's check the left foot. Let's breathe. Let's look behind. Very good. Training this ankle today is strength and flow. Slowly unwind, coming to high lunge, passing by, opening warrior 2. First flow we do hold. So here is the moment where we really work on the stability, on the balance. Front. Guardi davanti. Penso che...
We did that this time.
Yeah, like this. Very good. Okay. Observe your knee. You breathe. We found out the other day that you have a connection. It's a very interesting case between your ankle and flapping of the inner knee, no? So you want to do this. Now leave the foot where it is, and the knee goes that way while this foot comes down. Yeah, and more bend. Beautiful. So we are with the left foot in the front, right? Yes. Balancing posture. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So you're gonna look down, bend forward, touch right in front of your left foot, and then see if you can lift the right leg up. If it's too difficult to stay on the foot, you can also bring the right leg down and just graze it with the top of the right toes. Why? We're not working on the hip opening that this position offers today. We're working on the balancing and awareness of the foot that is in the front. Huh? She just comes from Muay Thai class and she's like, very good. All right. Juliana, try to open a little bit more because you have the stability. So open a bit more the upper body, the right shoulder opens to the, oh, yes. And then we come back down into warrior two. Very good. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill your arms down into a vinyasa. Plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come on the tip of your toes, bend the knees, tailbone to the sky, extend the back, look forward. Exhale, jump or step to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down, bend the knees, just one transition, chair pose. And then lift up, Samastitihi. Beautiful, one side is done. Inhale, hands in front of the chest. Bend the knees, graze the floor as you exhale. Inhale, chair, second round. Maybe you are a little more stable now. Come, lift the heels up and work on the balance of your foot. Paolo, se tieni I piedi più vicini è più facile. Yes. Juliana, for you this is a very good exercise because it will work on the big toe. Yeah. Okay, just stay there. Breathe, strong engagement, extend the arms. If it goes too much for the arms, bend. Tu con tu Muay Thai, pierna del Muay Thai. Mierda. Okay, gently release the heels down, extend the arms again. Bring the hands in front of the chest. We go to the other side. Inhale. Use the exhalation to bring your left elbow outside the right knee. And twist. A moment here. Lower your buttocks down. Feel your feet. And then again, maybe look down for more stability. Plant the right foot and make a step back with the left one. Come back to engaging the right foot properly. Yeah. Yeah, right and left is an opinion, you know. Beautiful. Feel the stability. Try to calm your right foot this time. Slowly unwind. We're going to come into high lunge to the front. One time, one passage, and then opening into warrior two. Front foot faces forward, back foot is down. Very good. Try to open the right knee in one line with the foot and at the same time to press the front arch down as well. So you know what's coming. You can already prepare. Look down at the floor, slightly bend forward. See if you can do it with a step. If not, it doesn't matter. We come into this half moon on the other side. Again, don't think too much for today about the upper body. Like if you're already more advanced, then yes, go as far as you want. But the big work today is to feel the right foot working in our favor. Using all the right toes, spreading. Intenta abrir todos los dedos del pie derecho, Jimena. Eso, separados, así que puedas agarrar el piso. Bien. Very good. Just 2 more breaths, you can do it. And then see if you very slowly and gently, without stamping, you can come back into warrior two. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Exhale, windmill your arms. Come all the way down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior flow for today. We're going to hit this twice more, only breath to movement. Most probably your foot is going to be ready for this kind of stability now that we warmed up and worked on the balance. Inhale, come on the tip of your toes. Look forward. Extend your back. Exhale, jump or step to the front of the mat. Feet together as we come into chair. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Bend the knees. Chair position. Exhale, Samastitihi. Beautiful. Let's get ready for the last standing sequence. Inhale, hands in front of the chest. If you get lost, it doesn't matter. Just try to come as close to us as you can. Graze the floor. Inhale, chair. One time. Come on the tip of your toes. Lower down. Hands in front of the chest. Inhale again. Exhale, twist to the right. Look down. Look down. Step behind with the right foot. Inhale up into high lunge. Is all standing balancing positions. Open warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale one time, one step into half moon. Come back into warrior two. Reverse your warrior inhale. Exhale, windmill your arms. Vinyasa, beautiful. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale, come on the tip of your toes. Look forward, exhale, jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Bend the knees. One time, chair. Exhale, Samastiti. Second side, inhale. Exhale, graze the floor. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Inhale, chair. Exhale, bring the hands in front of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the other side now. Look down on the floor. Plant your right foot and make a step with the left. Twisting lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two on the other side. Take a deep inhale. Look where you're going. Exhale. Use the stability of the right foot and the leg to push yourself into Ardha Chandrasana. Back into warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Very good, guys. Windmill your arms. Rosie, fai attenzione che il tuo piede sia sempre che guardi davanti. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, tip of your toes, tailbone to the sky, look forward. Exhale, jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Bend the knees, chair position. Exhale, Samastitihi. Last round, warrior round. We can do it. Inhale, hands in front of the chest. Exhale, bend forward, bend the knees. Inhale, chair. Come on the tip of your toes. I think we missed that on the other side. Bring the heels down. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. You got lucky. Look down at the floor. Big step with the right foot behind. See, it's getting better already. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale again here. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana. Slowly feeling more confident in your ankles and feet. Back into warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill your arms. Back to your vinyasa. Almost there. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, tip of your toes. Tailbone to the sky. Look forward. Exhale, jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, lower. Bend the knees. Chair. And come up. Almost there. Feel the heart. Inhale, hands in front of the chest. Bend the knees. Graze the floor. Inhale, up. Come on the toes. We don't skip it this time. Heels on the floor. Hands in front of the chest. Inhale here. Twist to the other side, to the right. Look down at the floor. Plant the right foot and step back with the left. Think about your right toes. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana. Rosie, tuo piede deve guardare in avanti. Yeah. back down. Warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. Windmill your arms. Step back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Tip of the toes. Tailbone to the sky. Look forward. Exhale. Jump to the front of the mat or step. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Lower down. Bend the knees. Chair. And Samastiti. Let's close the eyes. Beautiful. Open the feet as wide as the hips. Hands face forward. It's more the altitude here. Huh? Very good. Perfect timing. The last thing I would like to do while standing today, because we wanted to focus on the gait training, it also works as a balancing posture, is just to mimic, and this is what I'm doing a lot with this girl that is coming for her ankle. You're gonna bring the right foot forward, and we're gonna start just with dorsiflexion of the right foot. So look, when I go behind, I lift my right toes up, and look at your hips. So the hips stay in one line. There is more weight on the left, but we try actually to bring weight on the right heel. Hands on the hips. First steps, we're just gonna go to the front, lifting the back heel, the left heel up. So it's this springing movement. Now the next will be to lift the right heel as well. So just here, and we're gonna do this very slowly, just this for a couple of times. So at the beginning, we're gonna have the hands on the hips to make sure that the hips stay in line, but eventually we would like to do it with the arms extended. And you wanna feel, like I'm seeing with you, Britt, you're going with the weight on the left when you go behind. So try to stay at the center. The line is between. When we do the foot of Janda correctly, and right and left foot are really balanced, we notice that there is the weight, actually the body center goes to the center, no? So this is what we want to have here. We worked a lot on this. Look at your toes. Make sure that your toes are engaged when you drop the right front of the foot down. Yep. Stability, yeah. Use your belly. Keep going. Juliana, I will have your feet slightly more open. Yes. I mean, it's your way of walking, but yeah, beautiful. It feels like, you know, very simple, easy, minimalistic exercises, but like when we stay long, it's really retraining the brain to work properly. And we will start now, when you come forward, to lift slightly the right heel. Like the step will be when the left leg comes forward, no? So we're not gonna go all the way, but we want to engage a bit more the front right foot. So it's a mini lift of the right heel as we go forward. And feel what happens here. When you lift slightly the right heel, you will feel your abductors, your side glute muscles. Yes. As well, we're training the dorsiflexion of the right foot. Muscle is tibialis anterior. Yeah, beautiful. You feel it, no? Yeah. Crazy. Like this is my favorite patient, the one I was talking about before, because she's so engaged with the work. Like that's why she's getting so many results. And like retraining her body, like in a matter of a month, like a very not well-looking ankle is better. She has an arch now. She has much less pain. She can do weight training again, just with 5 sessions and daily practice on her own. So this is the work. Okay, let's change leg. Almost done. So we're gonna start by lifting now. First we find the alignment in the hips. Left foot is down. And also here, what happens when you put the heel down? Are you nicking? Like I tend to do that. Yeah, so no. Ploop, inside. Yeah, one line. Some people have it that it nicks inside and you need to go outside. So one line there. And then we start. Ploop. Without lifting the left heel yet, yeah? And you can feel how many micro muscles are being used while we do this. Like I feel it in my lower back as well. Just 5 more in this way. And then we start that when we go forward, we slightly lift, just a little bit, the left heel in preparation. It will be for the next phase. Look at your left toes. Always spread the left toes as you go forward. Feel the weight on all of your toes. And beautiful. Yay. Well done. Yeah, just walk around a little bit on your mat to also allow the body to integrate these mini movements that we've done. And then we meet at the front of the mat for the last vinyasa to make our way down. Inhale, hands in front of the chest, and then up into the sky. Bend forward with a deep exhalation. Halfway lift, inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands on the floor, step or jump back for the last vinyasa, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Here we're gonna jump again to the front, but bringing the feet on the outer edge of the hands. A moment of malasana, giving a little rest to the hips as well. Hips open, yeah, that was a good crack. Beautiful. Yeah, I like to swing a bit side to side. You can open the feet more if you cannot bring the heels down, yeah. The important thing is always that the knees go in one line with the toes. Yeah. And then we're gonna come to sit on the floor. We're gonna conclude the class as we open and close the last one. Yeah, we have a little time. So, Britta and Juliana know this lovely thing already. So you're gonna sit on your toes. So the first thing is we want to make sure that the feet are together and that all the toes are touching the floor. So you're gonna adjust them with your fingers. Yeah. ¿Cómo estás tu panza? Mucho movimiento. So let's make sure that also the pinky finger is down, the feet are in one line with the sitting bones, so we're gonna stay here for let's say a minute or two. Yeah. And breathe. This is like the super stretching for our ankle, for our mini muscles. Yes. And it's also like a mind workout because you wanna go out of this thing and you cannot yet. You can also bring the weight slightly more forward if it becomes too much, like just lean forward with your fingers, breathe a bit, and then go back with your weight. So you train this slowly, slowly. One more minute, just stay with it. Last 30 seconds, you can do it. Rather than come out, maybe just come forward a bit more if it gets too much, yeah? Last 5, 4, very good. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna just, slap the tip of the feet, very good. And to stretch, we're gonna sit on the heels and go in the opposite direction. Very good. We're gonna stay here. Lifting the knees up, stretching the ankle. Yeah. Levanta la rodilla, rodilla juntas. Yeah. Very good. Open the chest as well. Beautiful, Rosie. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay! We made it! Jeez, let's sit on our buttocks and just make some circles. And also in the opposite direction, really feel the ankle. Like honestly, just the foot of Janda, I had a guy, like he said he did it because I posted it in my WhatsApp group every day for a month, and he was like almost immobilized with the back pain. And he said that now he can, like he said, I literally just did the foot of Janda every day for a month, and he's back doing yoga and stuff. Back pain is gone. It's magic. Like it's really, really magic actually, the power of our feet. So we have like maybe 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes if you want to do some inversions or twist or whatever you want to close the practice with. We leave a little space for that. If you feel it was enough, feel also free to just come into Savasana. Well deserved. So it's good to finish with a twist or even just a shoulder stand. Phew, and breathing beautifully and deeply.